It's number one versus number two. These matchups are special. The entire landscape looking in today on this one, and they become a part of college football history. Hopefully, we'll get something epic. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Hermstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game. Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Makes a quick catch. Running with purpose. 1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. And the back gets the football. Fights through a tackle. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position with that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back 9 of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a 1st down.
The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. And here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, great job by this defense on this 2nd down run. Just stonewalled them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, trying to get off the field.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Drop him back. We'll get a throw for the 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be...
It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. He's in the clear. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Texas.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
Kick travels out of bounds, and the penalty moves the ball to the 40. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Oh, he makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
Chris, how about this? Right out of the gate, this offense says, we are going to our star on the outside, and this guy delivers for a big 1st down. That's how you want to start a game.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
What a kick. It's good from 55.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Breaks into the clear. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move trying to make something happen. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. Tackle made after just a short gain. Rivalry born in 1894, Kirk, but all the twists and turns, the different conferences since then, so much has changed, but the Aggies and the Longhorns always seem to deliver.
Well, it's just so much fun to be able to see these teams playing and hopefully playing every year for many, many years to come because it's one of the great rivalries in the sport.
Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. The Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, Aggies. Great catch and run for 6.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The receiver grabs it. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Well, the receiver made a heck of an effort. He broke that one tackle, but there's just too many defenders flying to the football. Great stop by this defense to make sure he did not reach the 1st down mark.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The shotgun running play call. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Will not be brought down. Nearly took it all the way. They finally grab him. Lucky to give up field position and not points there. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking tackles. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Longhorns. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out at the 25. No return attempted there. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. Look out, he's loose. That's the 20. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
The shotgun handoff here. Some hard running there through a tackle. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with his quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Each offense has been clicking, throwing touchdowns in their last possessions. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him, makes a heck of a play.
He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Handoff here from the shotgun. But Kirk, how sweet is it to have the Aggies and Longhorns back together? Realignment has cost us a lot of traditions in the sport, but this one, it's brought back together.
Yeah, thank goodness you have a chance to see these teams on the field together. We've missed the rivalry. It's so much fun and one of the great historical rivalries in this sport.
It's caught. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
I feel like this quarterback could make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
At the 25, it's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? Quick pass, the catch is made. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll throw it now. A short completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second down now after the sack. And he'll set up to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
What a great job here by the offensive coordinator going with the screen, and the timing could not have been any better. Quarterback senses the blitz, kind of baits that linebacker, floats it over top of him, and gave that running back plenty of room to pick up a nice gain.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. The Aggies will crank up the tempo. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Moves out of the pocket. Took contact on the throw. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Ball handed off. Fighting him off. To the 25. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Aggies. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. First play of the drive now on the 25. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Nice throw here by the quarterback. Goes with the touch pass. But, man, let's give credit to this defense. They are flying around, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. The receiver makes the catch. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. And they'll kick it away now for the second time. Oh, they fake it. Can he get there? And the fake does not work. Doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. A momentum-changing play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On first down, it's play action. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well-designed play here on this dagger route. Looked like everything was in play. Unfortunately, the timing off between the quarterback and that vertical seam.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
You don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's contact on the throw. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. After the miss, it's still a 3-point lead. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on first down. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Here's the second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Texas, 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. A deep shot right down the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is broken up beautifully to prevent that big play.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
Play action here on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball. The whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Gets it out quickly to the left side. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the move now. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, Chris, this is what we see all the time now in the modern game of college football. The quarterback's ability to not only throw the football, but the athletic ability to be able to create, get outside, put pressure on the defense, because he could take off and run it. And in this case, he makes a great throw for a first down.
Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. They've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need...
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Longhorns. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Off the play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Finds his target.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws. But those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Try to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he dives to make a beautiful catch there. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with a first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And this pass is on target, caught. And the defense brings him down. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Touchdown, Texas. And that will give them the lead now.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT is good, so they lead the shootout now 35-31. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Great patience here. Great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Quick throw to the left side. The pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Here's the first play of the drive. It started at the 28. Single back takes the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Well, this has proven to be a fun one for two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win.
Boy, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
There's a regular season game group that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top-5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason. Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where they want them on third down. They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up the first down to keep this drive alive.
And looking to throw now on first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's second down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
He's back to throw again on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Really love what this defense is doing today. They're doing a nice job of taking away any success on early downs, and then it allows their defensive ends and pass rushers to get after the quarterback when they get him to third and long.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. The 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
PAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Tackle at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They'll try a pass here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. Longhorns bring their punt team onto the field. This punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Pass possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Motion now from the tight end. They'll run it to the right side. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Bring toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense is still clicking.
Hey, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Wants to throw it. He's running out of time here. Ball knocked loose in the end zone. It's a safety. And the ball rolls out of bounds. The fumble results in a huge loss.
Wow, that was ugly, especially the timing of this. Now in the 4th quarter, you're trying to get back into this game, and you give up a safety. Now, there's still some time left, but you've really killed any momentum at all of trying to get back into the game.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Handoff to the back.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. Tremendous toughness here. Breaking tackles and going. Touchdown, Aggies. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination. And the Aggies beginning to roll now. Kirk building the lead. This one is getting away from the Longhorns.
Chris, it's a shock to me. I mean, it's a rivalry game. You kind of throw out the rankings. You throw out the records. It's about playing today to see who the better team is. And the fact that A&M is pulling away like this is a shocker.
Comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
But we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
As the first down is still going. Take it now, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Working clock with the ground game. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights through the tackle. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Can he make it to the marker? Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. And that play should secure an upset. Kirk, this is a team that told us, forget the rankings. We're here to make a strong statement as we get to the stretch run, and they've done that today.
Well, these guys really looked the part today, stepped up when a lot of people had questions if they could play in this kind of game. The answer is yes. Now they have to handle being that.
Pulls it in outside the 10. He's still running. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They continue to roll up the score.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
And the point after is good. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss in the play. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Throwing off play action. Pressure is coming. He's sacked to be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
This matchup had folks around the country stopping and paying attention. We expected a tough battle right down to the final minute, but this was a blowout as number one just gets humbled.
I'm just in complete shock. You know, anytime you see 2 top-5 teams, you'd always expect to see a competitive game. But this number 1 ranked team, I don't think they were mentally prepared, plain and simple. When you're facing a top-5 opponent with a bad mindset, things like this are going to happen.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.